Okay, so you are also making photo manipulation art like I am, and you are making a foreground, you are making a middle ground, you are making a background, and you are changing skies, and you are adding blur, and you are even using hue and saturation layers to blend the actual picture to look good. But still in the end, it sucks! There's something that just is missing. Like it's always centered, or it looks almost always the same. If you are trying to add more assets, it becomes super chaotic and you have no idea why. Well, I am Double Archangel, welcome to my channel, and in today's tutorial I will show you guys how to use compositioning rules, that is basically maths. And well, I suck at math, but I have a bachelor's in media and also teach art part-time. So when I say this, you better believe it. This will help you out, and with no further ado, let's hop right into the video.
Starting off with the iconic rule.
Now, the iconic rule, like we have over here, works more often when you are making a portrait. Here, you would add the portrait in the middle so that it follows these lines over here, but still stays within the boundaries of this. This is, for example, when you make a character sheet or something in the middle for a focus point. Basically, when you're using this rule, you keep the subject in, for example, when you make a movie poster and you have one main character that needs to be displayed.
Next we have the phi grid, or the golden
Now,
selection.
this picture is the focus point. Right in the middle, it's narrow. So phi grid selection is this kind of. So what it means is you're bringing the attention to the middle over here. In this exact composition, it's done by keeping this dude as a silhouette whilst everything else is in pretty pure color except for the far background that is using its depth of field, like when there's a strong light source in the background. I will use this picture, but we will take this guy away from this composition and make it whole. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay guys, so this is a little plus in this tutorial. I just spent 20 minutes on making this picture just without that dude, right? We have this dude over here and now he's gone. Whatever. Now, I think this composition looks quite good to be handmade, right? But let's see what AI does. Do the exact same thing. Let's see what it does. I don't encourage this, that's why I made the handmade version first. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks real bad. So, do we need to be afraid of AI? Definitely not yet. See, it looks like this. Here is how it looks when I make it by hand. And here is a man made of glass. And here is... I have no idea what this is. Yeah. No, this is not the way we are going. So let's not use AI. Make this picture whole. Okay, so back to the tutorial. Phi grid, or it's also called the golden selection. There's often a mix-up with the golden selection or a golden rule, that it's just the spiral thing. That's not it. In the golden rule, there's several different selections, and this is one of them. We have also
The most used rule of
the rule of
thirds.
third is the one that we are using probably most often. The reason being, it's the easiest one to use. When you take a photo, you divide it in 3 sections. Now have this picture look like something like this in the rule of third. And we will add rest of the picture here on the side. And this we can use the AI too. Okay, so in this case, the AI tool is is very good because this would have taken a long time to do. So, in the rule of third, let's start with this. The main character in the picture will still remain the same character, but we have him off the picture. So I'm gonna have him in the foreground, like something like that. Now I am using the rule of third. When we see this picture over here, the eyes go directly to him again, but he stands on the side of the picture and in one of these selected areas, and the rest of it is just background. Okay?
Next, it's the golden triangle.
Next, we have the golden triangle. Works like it says, like a triangle. We already have it over here, so I am going to add this grid, but in a portrait way. I am going to take this foreground, make it separate, then with the help of AI we are filling up the background that is empty. Let's carry on after that. One more extra tip in this tutorial is when you are cleaning up a picture like this and making foregrounds and backgrounds and middle grounds, when you are cleaning up and you have this transparent background, you can't quite see where you need to fix things. So add a color behind, but if you are staring at any type of color, your eyes will get sore and your eyes don't like any type of frequencies. But I've been taught in the university while studying arts that the green color is a natural color for your eyes. That's why you need a green color with low saturation, quite low saturation, but still bright enough so we see something in the background. And this makes it much easier to clean off and your eyes won't get strained from green color. Okay guys, so now we have this balcony partition of this composition also cleaned out. Now we have these two parts of this picture, but we also have this old picture that has this balcony in it. We don't want that, so I am simply going to use AI again, because for these kind of things, AI just is faster.
Yeah, famous last words.
Why? No, fill up with the okay, fill up the rest of the picture with the background. Fill up. No, go away. I don't wanna. Without people, what the hell? Without any people. So these kind of problems we wouldn't have with. What is that? What the hell is that? Yeah, these kind of problems we wouldn't have if we just use our own hands, because, well, we would have the background and that's it, right? And I may do so, but this one actually looks really good. This looks super. Anyway, let's go back to the picture. So we have this balcony over here and we have this dude. Now we have the triangle, or the golden triangle. For this example, I am showing you guys. So we are just stretching this balcony like so. It looks distorted right in your eyes because you saw what it looked like before. But if you haven't seen it before, if you take a glance at this picture, it doesn't look wrong. I mean, yes, of course, we don't have shadows and highlights and blah de da da da. This is a composition tutorial, so I am showing the compositions. Using the golden triangle, or it's also called the diagonal line. Using this line, we get a different perspective to the exact same picture. I mean, yes, we altered the picture, but think it as a photograph where we are taking the photo. So we get this perspective difference. Okay.
Fibonacci sequence are also the golden.
So next up we have the Fibonacci sequence, or the so-called golden spiral. It does not matter in which way you use it, instead of the rule of third, where you are using 1/3 of the picture. So Fibonacci spiral or golden spiral, we are following these areas, these sections that we have over here, and they are simply put additive. So 1 + 1 is 2. So this one is double the amount of these ones, and this next one is double the amount of that one, and then double amount of that one, and double amount of that one.
It's pure mathematics.
I hate math.
But that is not the importance in this rule of compositioning. It's more that we are following the spiral in a natural way. There's a second part of this rule, and it's a spiral selection. Looks pretty much exactly the same
Spiral
as
selection. Up
the
next.
golden spiral, except for it's only these sections, not the spiral that is giving this. So when are we using the spiral? The spiral is often when we want something in nature to reinforce something that is rounded, for example, or that has this. So for example, I will use the spiral to an explosion, and I will keep it all in this area over here. Following this rule, I'm going to make a composition now. When we get back, I'm gonna explain how I followed it. Okay, so now we have this composition over here. I have added a lot of stuff in the picture, but still it doesn't look that chaotic, right? And the reason is because I am following the spiral selection. So there's the golden spiral and it has its selections. So we can use this when we don't need the round thing that we are following. Anyway, so here we have, let's start with the small one. I have these 16 gauge shotgun shells. We are starting from this first box by having this part of that shell boxing. And after that, we are going to the second box, and it's this one. And here we have one shell. The other shell that is with the box asset is going by this line. So it's on this line, okay? Then we have the next box, and there we have the actual shell box. Yep. Then we go to the next one. Here we have the shotgun. I start the shotgun so that trigger part is within this one. Basically, I could we start the shotgun from this part of this one. Now here I have one square that will be empty, and that's just because we have this part of this foreground taking so much from this part, so there's no point in trying to put something there. Like I've said in the beginning of this tutorial, these are only to follow. They are not specific laws that you need to use. So it's just giving a sense how to use it when we are making it in photo manipulations. So in the next one we have this even bigger box, and here I decided to add this letter, and it's very dramatic. Honey, I'm coming home. Happy Valentine's Day, your soldier. Then we have this next box, and in this one I added his backpack and some shells and a gun that he has clearly been using. And in the big one we have most of the balcony, the subject himself holding an axe. Next up I will use the spiral instead of the selection. Here I've added the spiral inside the picture. How I decided that it's gonna be over here is by using the rule of third. And when we have the rule of third, I am using the spiral by starting it from this point. So by this, we are using the rule of third for the spiral. Then I'm just gonna ignore the rule of third totally for this part, except for one thing, and that's, and I will build up this background with a lot of assets. I will keep them inside these two boxes over here. Now we have pretty much everything except for, you guessed it, zombie. And the zombies, they will be spreaded around, all around. But this is the way I am going to comp this one, and I have used the golden triangles for the fence. Then we have the Fibonacci, where I have placed the stuff that we are having here in the foreground using these lines. Then the explosion is following this line over here. I will finish this one in a time lapse where I add zombies over here. A lot of zombies. Those will be blurred out pretty much, so they won't be in a focus point. So even though they are part of a composition, they are just like these trees over here. They just are there. But as far as it comes to compositioning, here is what I had to teach you. The last rule in tutorial composition, in this tutorial's compositioning, is the odd, the number of odd. So instead of having 4 zombies or 2 zombies or 6 zombies, I added 3. For some reason, if you have an odd number of assets, it makes the picture more interesting. I have no idea why, but that's just a scientific fact based on, well, research. Anyway, this is the tutorial for this week, and I hope you guys learned from this one. And to help you guys out, I have made these templates and I have them in a 4:5 ratio in landscape version, except for the iconic one. They are PNGs, they are transparent, and I will add them in a Google Cloud document down in the description. And you can download them for free. These are to help you out how to make better compositions if you are stuck. But I catch you in the outro for more information of next week's video. Stay tuned for that. Okay guys, that's this week's video, and here is again the end result of this artwork made with the help of all these kind of compositioning rules. And remember, down in the description you find the link to the templates that will help you. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video, even though it's a little longer, and well, it's a tutorial, so it's hard to make it too short because we have a lot of information. Anyway, stay tuned for next week's video, because you guys really liked when I started challenging myself in the 5-minute, 30-minute infinite challenge. And well, so I decided that I will add more of those videos, and next video is gonna be just that. But the theme will be Lord of the Rings, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, I'm Double Archangel, thank you for watching again, and I hope you guys have had a lovely weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.